Hello. Today I'll be showing you how to replace the battery of one of your RoboDuels Sumo Hammerhead robots. In order to do this, you'll need an extra battery and make sure it's fully charged. And then in addition to that, you'll need a RoboDuels robot, and you'll need either a screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, or a drill with a Phillips head in there. So to get started, basically for the original version of the Hammerhead robots, there are 4 screws that are keeping the cover in place on top of the body. All you need to do is remove this cover and swap the batteries by removing the XT60 connectors. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. You can do it either with a screwdriver or with a drill, and with the drill is a little faster, but you kind of have to be careful to make sure that you don't damage the screws in the process, because that could hurt you in the long run. So I'm just going to unscrew this real quick. And this seems like the screwdriver is it's not thick enough at the base, at the point, so I'm going to quickly swap this out. So it looks like this screwdriver is much better. It has a more kind of a thicker point, and what is this going to do is enable me to more easily unscrew everything. You want to make sure you're using the proper screwdriver. If you have purchased one of these robots, you will surely receive the ideal screwdriver for your needs. When you unscrew these robots, keep in mind, make sure that you keep the screws in place along with the cover as much as you can in order not to lose the screws. So you want to kind of bring them out until they've come out of the body, and then just let them hang a little bit. So once you do this many times, it becomes a really quick process. I'm just going a little bit slow to demonstrate how to do this properly. So the other way, again, is with the drill. So you want to just kind of place the drill bit into place and then gently enable the unscrewing of this. You do not want to, by any means, to make to let the drill skip over grooves within the screw, as that will damage the screw. So be very careful, be very gentle, and if you feel there's too much pressure on the screw, then just use a screwdriver. It will be much better in the long run. The screws can be replaced, but sometimes getting them out is a pain if they get damaged. So just keep that in mind. So once you've kind of loosened them up, just keep pulling on the cover and trying to loosen up the screws that are still screwed in. So I guess we got everything out except this one. So we're going to get this out really quick. And there we go. The lid comes off that simple, that easy. And inside you have your battery. So if I turn on this robot, you can see that there is a voltage reading of around 12 volts. This means that the battery is in actually great shape. However, just to demonstrate, I'm going to swap the battery. Typically, when this reading becomes around 9, say, or 10 volts, that's when you want to switch the battery. And that usually comes around like 3 hours of active use. So I'm going to turn this off. Open this up here and unplug it. Okay, there we go. And simply just take the battery out. So all the battery out, new battery in. So just gently place it in as it was in the same orientation as before. There's enough space here to squeeze wires in. And you want to do so as gentle as you can. Don't be afraid to bend the wires and press fit them into the opening between the base and the robot, the battery itself. You can this connector on the battery is very, very strong, so you can orient it in different ways and make sure it's just snug fit, just like we are here, just like we have here. You don't want any of these wires kind of sticking out, so try to place them into the base as best you can, and that right there is a perfect fit. Now all you have to do is simply, well, first we'll test and see what the battery voltage is like. You can see it's 12.2, yeah, 12.2, 12.1. So this is a full battery, just like that one, was. So I'm going to turn this off and put the cover back on, and the process is the same. Simply put the cover back on and screw everything, and then this time I'm just going to use the drill, because kind of screwing in is typically pretty easy. Okay, so you don't want to screw all the way in the beginning. You just want to screw, kind of leave a little bit of clearance when you initially screw in. And you want to do that for all 4 screws. And the reason for this is just for added longevity of the screws themselves, less pressure and force on the internals of the robot. And it's a good practice in general when you're engineering something, in engineering rather. So I left a little bit of clearance here and here, and now I'm going to just quickly tighten them all up with the screwdriver. Just be a little more careful here. And there we go. Very easy. The threads are nice and strong, so the cover is going to be nice in place, and not too much pressure. If you feel a lot of pressure, don't try to over screw this. That's not going to help in any way. And yeah, look, this one, maybe you want to screw it in a little more just to make it look nice. But for all intensive purposes, this robot's ready to rock and roll. So we'll just turn it on, and it's ready to go. So yeah, that's basically how you change the battery on one of these things. We did it in around 7 minutes. However, if you do this often enough and you kind of know what you're doing, you can quickly change these robots in as fast as a minute. So yeah, that's how you change the battery on a RoboDuels robot.